Hey guys, I want to talk to you today about coming off of Accutane and how I got rid of my Malasezzia folliculitis, also known as those tiny little bumps on the forehead, and I also had them like kind of down my cheeks a little bit right there. So it's been a year since I've been off of Accutane, and it's been quite a journey. If you haven't watched any of my previous Accutane videos, I did a lot of updates. I went on Accutane for 2 rounds, 6 months each for 40 milligrams. So I would highly recommend checking those out before you watch this video. But just as a preface, I really want to let you guys know that if you think you're never gonna have acne again after Accutane, that's just not the case. There are so many people who relapse off of Accutane, including myself, and I honestly regret going on it for a second time, but you can't change the past. I can't go back, so now I've just finally gotten to the point where I feel like I've healed my skin from all the past trauma that I've put it through with just Accutane and putting the wrong products on my skin and everything like that. I feel like I finally got to the point where I know what I'm doing. Yeah, my skin's not perfect. I still have some scars here and there. I actually don't have any active breakouts right now, but most of the stuff that you see like this and this are just from me picking because I have a picking issue, but that's another video. The sad truth is that Accutane doesn't work for everyone. My acne was not even really that severe to begin with. I had just been dealing with it for so long, and it was just like so incredibly stubborn. I had it for like 10 years, and I was just fed up. Like, I had done everything I could, and I was fed up, and I made the choice to go on Accutane. So why I regret going on Accutane for the second time is because I went into my dermatologist's office with this Malasezzia folliculitis on my face, and he misdiagnosed it for acne, and that happens a lot. It's actually not acne. Malasezzia folliculitis is a fungal infection on your face, and I know that sounds kind of gross, but it's really not. We all have fungus on our face, and we all have bacteria on our face, good and bad, and what happens is sometimes the good bacteria just gets overgrown, and it can cause issues when it mixes with our sebum and causes those little tiny acne looking things, but they're not acne. It's because you can't extract them. It's just texture, really. So ultimately, what was going on with my skin was a direct result of what I was putting on it, like types of products, moisturizers, cleansers, shampoo, etc. And also what I wasn't putting on my face, because before this, I had never used a moisturizer because my dermatologist told me that moisturizers cause acne, which completely blows my mind now. But I mean, I'm happy I figured out that that was entirely false before it was too late. And in the Simple Skincare Science blog post, it actually mentioned that a lot of cases of Malasezzia folliculitis result because of dehydrated, dry skin. And that makes perfect sense since I was not moisturizing, which was very important. I went to the drugstore and bought this dandruff shampoo called Nizoral, I think is how you pronounce it. But it's an antifungal dandruff shampoo. So what he was suggesting in the blog post that he wrote, or what, I don't know if it was a he or she, what they were suggesting in the blog post that they wrote was that you can do like contact treatments, basically. So I would put it on my face, put the like shampoo on my face, just no water, anything, just directly on my face for 5 minutes a day. And like after 3 days, I could immediately tell a difference, and I was so happy. Like, I can't even tell you. I was so happy. I saw a dramatic difference after like 3 days. After a week, my skin was pretty much almost just flattened out. It was pretty much just clear. of the Malasezzia folliculitis. And I also saw on the blog post that he had recommended Stridex, and Stridex pads have been around forever. They're sold at most pharmacies and drugstores and stuff like that. And the active ingredient in those is salicylic acid, but it also has some other ingredients like menthol and different kinds of alcohols and stuff like that. And I was using the Stridex to, it was basically, I was doing an overkill. It was overkill with the Stridex. I should have just been happy with my results that I got with the antifungal shampoo, but I wanted my skin to look better. And the truth is, your skin can always look better, but I think you need to, my mistake was that I was just beating it up, and I wasn't giving it any love to it. I wasn't moisturizing it, you know what I'm saying? And the menthol in the Stridex actually caused me to develop a whole separate different condition called perioral dermatitis. And that was a bitch to get rid of. Let me tell you, that was, oh my God, it was insane. After I started using the Stridex pads for like 2 or 3 weeks, I was seeing major improvement. The texture of my skin greatly improved from what it already was. It was already great, but it did improve the texture even more with the Stridex pads. And so I was so clear, and like my skin, it was the best that I had seen it in months. And after 3 weeks of using the Stridex, then I started to develop the perioral dermatitis, and I saw signs of rash forming on my chin. So I had a rash on my chin and underneath my nose for a long time. I think it was really, really bad for like 2 to 3 months. And when I started to research it and look up what it was, because I didn't know what it was. I thought it was just like irritation from washing my face or something. I didn't think it was any big deal, because it would really, really flare up after I washed my face and did my skincare with the Stridex. You'd think I would be able to put 2 and 2 together, but I just didn't. And after I looked it up extensively and researched it and stuff like that, I found that sometimes, some people had reported that Stridex caused their perioral dermatitis. It can be caused by so many different things, but ultimately it's just something in your skincare or in your water is really irritating your skin, and that's just the skin's way of protecting itself, I guess. It was kind of creating like this rough, scaly barrier, and it was super red and like itchy and uncomfortable. So I immediately stopped using the Stridex. Oh, and I remember that the blog post had also mentioned to only use the Stridex for 30 minutes, like only have it on your face for 30 minutes, like a couple times a week, and then wash it off, because it's not for people with sensitive skin. And at the time, I didn't even know what it meant to have sensitive skin. I didn't know that I had it, and I totally have sensitive skin. So I completely revamped my skincare routine, and now I finally think that I have it figured out, because I had never, your skin chemistry completely changes after Accutane, and I have such different skin than I've ever had in my entire life. Like, I used to have crazy oily skin that would just be able to take any product, or take anything. I could like literally beat it up and it was not sensitive at all. Not to say that like you should beat your skin up if it can take it, but I've learned how to deal with sensitive skin and what products to use, what products not to use. And I'm gonna do a video on my skincare routine very, very soon, because it's kind of extensive. So it kind of deserves its own video. So I self-diagnosed both times, healed myself both times, And yeah, man, it was quite the journey. I'm going to make a separate video on how I got rid of perioral dermatitis because that, like I said, that's a whole separate issue, but I just wanted to make this video about Accutane and Malasezzia folliculitis. And the other thing about Accutane that I wanted to mention is that, you know, it's been a year since I've been off of it, and I was on it twice. And I just wanted to say that my hair has never been the same since. It's just like thinner, it falls out a lot. I have a lot of shedding happening. And no matter what I do, it won't stop falling out. Like, I've changed my diet, I've tried supplementing with vitamins, and nothing really helps. I tried changing shampoos and stuff like that. I've found like tips and tricks to help with the illusion of making it thicker. And you know, it's okay, it's just hair. You know, it grows. You can get haircuts to make it look thicker on the bottom. Like, I get my haircut like every 6 months, but I get like a lot cut off. And it really helps when the ends are not like so scraggly. Like right now, they're not scraggly, but you can tell like where it's been cut. So that helps a little bit. But I'm very happy with how far I've come, and my skin's not perfect, but it's better than it was. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you took something useful from it. And if you do have acne or skin issues, just remember that you're not alone and you're so much more than your skin. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.